Hey guys, Matt here for the Real DVD Watchers. I got a couple things to talk about, so let's get it started. Once again, I'm making this fast because I tried to upload a couple of videos on my own, or a video on my own personal account, and it just keeps giving me an error. So I'm going to try to make this as quick as possible and save the file type as small as possible, you know, just to get through with it. So anyway, I got some horror movies in this one, so let's check it out. These two that I'm about to talk about here are coming up on my DVD update if I ever get around to posting it. But first movie I checked out was an 80s horror movie, I believe 81, yes, 1981. It's called Funhouse, or the Funhouse anyway. This is the widescreen DVD of it. It's got security tabs, which I hate. That's what the disc looks like. Yeah, so like I said, this is from the director who brought you the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, so Tobe Hooper. You know, I've heard some things about this movie, but not too much. I know what the original one sheet. This cover is actually kind of cool with the like clown there, even though there's not that many clowns in the movie. But what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, the original one sheet poster. It looks completely different. And you know, this one's okay, even though there's no clowns in the movie basically. But the original one sheet, I'll put a picture up somewhere where it'll fit, and you can check that out. But basically, this movie is about this girl who is going to the carnival with her boyfriend, and her parents don't want her to go because the carnival and a couple towns back had some people, some townies killed. So she lies to her parents and tells them that her and her boyfriend are going to the movies. Of course they don't. They hook up with two, kind of like a double date to the carnival, while their parents think they're going to the movies. And then of course from there it's just them at the carnival hanging out, double dating, peeking in tents, going around to the different attractions. And it's like the first hour of the movie is basically them double dating at the theme park and going on the different rides and stuff. So really kind of boring, really. You just see them going around to the different attractions and whatnot. You get to see them go into this one tent where there's supposed to be like weird animals and stuff, and you see a cow with two heads and stuff like that. But otherwise, you're just watching them go around and other stuff like that. And then there's a scary ride called the Funhouse, I believe, or I don't know what it's called. It might be called the Funhouse, but it's like a little short track ride. You know, it's like a little train that goes through, and like things jump out at you and try to scare you and stuff like that. And one of the guys suggests that they spend the night in this place, and so they decide to go ahead and do that. You know, they call their parents, "Ooh, I'm staying over at this person's house." The other person says they're staying at the other person's house, and then they sneak in. And the carnival closes all up, so they decide to, you know, sleep in this fun house. And that's when the carnival owner, son, they see through the floorboards. You gotta stay with me here, I'm tired. But they see through the floorboards. Basically, the carnival owner's son murders somebody, and the carnival owner's son is like deformed. He's like a mutant looking guy. It's really, really cool design. I really love the killer in this. And so basically, yeah, they see that. They get found out that they're in the fun house, and basically the guy goes after each one of them and takes care of business. Problems, this is kind of boring actually, because like I said, the first hour and 10 minutes are just the kids, you know, going around in the carnival, different carnival attractions. And it's not until like an hour 15, an hour 10 that the first kill happens. And it's like I said, it's directed by Tobe Hooper. He did an okay job. And then the kills, this is the thing, there could be some gruesome kills and stuff like that, but there's not much blood at all, and there's not much gore at all. One of the scenes that could have been really gory, and I know they had the technology back then, but it happens off camera. Like the person's face and torso are blocked, and you just see the legs, and then you see the mutant monster guy go after him, but it's blocked. You don't see anything. So this is kind of a letdown. I probably won't be watching this again anytime soon. It was okay for what it was, but like I said, slow and not too much blood or gore, which was actually really wasted, I think, because you could have done some good effects through this movie. So I give this probably 7 out of 10, 6 out of 10. It's worth. If you can find it cheap like I did, it's worth the get. Next up is, I checked out a 70s movie called When a Stranger Calls. When did it come out? 79. Trying to think of her name because I recognize her face. Carol Kane. Wow, my eyes are all blurry. But anyway, it has Carol Kane in it, which I recognize from a couple of things. Like I said, it came out in 79. It's called When a Stranger Calls. You know, they did a remake of this. And I saw the remake before I saw this, because just a couple days ago was the first time I ever watched this movie. And the remake I did not like at all. So, judging by what the remake had in store for me, which was a babysitter is there, a strange guy keeps calling her, and whatever, she eventually finds out that the killer is from inside the house. And the killer basically chases her all throughout the house and the kids. So, going into this, I figured that's exactly what this movie is going to be. Totally shocked me. It really did. It opens up with that same type of scenario. Carol Kane here, babysitting for a doctor or something like that. They go out to a restaurant, and then they said they might catch a movie, so they'll be late. She gets obscene phone calls from this from just a random guy that says weird stuff. Actually, he doesn't say anything like sexualized or anything. He just is like, "Have you checked the kids?" I can't do the good voice, but it's really kind of creepy voice. Not Black Christmas creepy phone voice, but just another creepy type of voice. And keeps telling her to check the kids, and she doesn't. But she gets freaked out, calls the police, etc., etc. She calls the restaurant, but they had already left for the movie. And then it just keeps going from there, and she tries to like get him to stay on the phone so they can trace the call, which he realizes is happening, so he's not going to let happen. And then she just eventually, after like the 6th call, asks, what do you want? And he gets real creepy, and he's like, "I want to bathe in your blood." That's the creepy part. And then the cops call back, and they're like, "The phone, you called from inside the house. Get out of the house. Get out of the house." And that's the first 20 minutes of the movie, and the killer like comes out like a shadow. You don't really see him. And then it shows the police at the house, like something bad happened. And turns out he had killed the 2 kids and was playing around in their blood and shit. And then the middle part of the movie is an ex-cop who was on this case that is now a private investigator, gets hired by the father of the 2 kids that got killed oh so long ago because the guy went to a sane asylum. He wasn't fit to stand trial, so he went to a sane asylum and escaped. Now he's out on the streets. And so the father of the 2 kids hires this private investigator guy, which used to be a police officer on the case, to hunt him down. And that's the middle part of the movie. And then the end part of the movie is goes back to her and her 2 kids. So it was really surprised me because I thought it was just going to be all about that one night about her babysitting adventure. The problem could have easily been stopped if, you know, she took the phone off the hook. Why didn't she just do that? But the music in this is also another note. I don't know if I'm going to get to the new Terminator movie or not because I'm going kind of long on these. But I'm going to put a clip on here. Hopefully nothing is flagged or anything, but oh well. But the music in this is kind of funny because the first time I heard it, I was like, "Are you for real?" That sounds just like the THX, you know, the optimized sound, whatever you hear before some of the movies. And I went back and I did some YouTube searching to find the THX logo with the sound. And yeah, it pretty much sounds exactly like that. So I don't know if this came first then or if it was just borrowing off that.
Allô?
Pourquoi n'êtes-vous pas allé voir les enfants?
So yeah, that was When a Stranger Calls. Actually, this one was really good. The murderer is actually a British guy. Damn you British people coming over here and killing our children and wanting to bathe in babysitter's blood, I tell you. Damn Brits. But anyway, good movie. Check this one out. I give this one about an 8 out of 10. Oh, and by the way, he escapes the mental asylum, and this all happens in New York. So you get some cool New York scenes and whatever. So yeah, check it out. This one is flipper disc, because it has the widescreen and full screen, and it has, this is weird, it doesn't have the original theatrical trailer, but it has 2 trailers, one for I Know What You Did Last Summer, and the other for the Night of the Living Dead remake. I mean, come on. They should have at least done the trailer or a TV spot in there. And by the way, I should mention this DVD as well. It lists no special features, but there is a theatrical trailer special feature on this. So I always love when that happens, because I usually like to watch theatrical trailers before I watch the movie. What kind of time am I at? Shit, can't get to Terminator Salvation. Sorry. I probably will do it on my main account, so look for that. Thanks for watching. This was pretty much another rapid fire. I covered 2, but you know, I'll see you when I see you.